Imagine a world where luxury is no longer defined by price tags or even prestige, but by something far more rare, absolute individuality. A world where craftsmanship meets secrecy, where only a handful of people on Earth are invited to experience something so exclusive that even the most elite collectors struggle to gain access. This is the world of Rolls-Royce Project Nightingale. Rolls-Royce has always stood at the pinnacle of automotive luxury. From the Phantom to the Ghost, every vehicle represents a masterpiece of engineering and elegance. But Project Nightingale is not just another car. It is something beyond that. It is an idea, a statement, and perhaps the most ambitious coach-built creation Rolls-Royce has ever attempted. Rumors suggest that only around 100 units will ever exist. Not one more, not one less. And each one will be handcrafted to a level that surpasses even the already extraordinary Phantom. Think about that for a second. The Phantom, widely considered one of the most luxurious cars in the world, is now being used as a baseline. Project Nightingale is meant to go beyond it in every possible way. What makes this project truly fascinating is its coach-built nature. This means each car is not just assembled. It is created, sculpted, tailored. Owners don't simply choose options from a list. They collaborate with designers, artisans, and engineers to bring a vision to life. From bespoke paint finishes that may take weeks to perfect, to interiors crafted with rare materials sourced from around the world. Every detail becomes a personal signature. Imagine stepping inside a cabin where nothing is standard. The wood trim could be harvested from a tree with personal significance. The leather could be dyed to match a specific memory or moment. Even the smallest elements, like stitching patterns or engraved metal accents, are designed exclusively for one individual. No two Nightingale cars will ever be the same. And then there's the name Nightingale. It evokes elegance, mystery, and a sense of quiet power. A nightingale doesn't scream for attention, yet its presence is unforgettable. This aligns perfectly with Rolls-Royce's philosophy. True luxury doesn't shout. It whispers. Performance, of course, will not be overlooked. While Rolls-Royce is not traditionally about speed, Project Nightingale is expected to deliver a driving experience that feels effortless, almost surreal. The engine will likely be refined in near silence, with power delivered so smoothly that acceleration feels like gliding rather than moving. It's not about racing, it's about presence. But let's go deeper, because Project Nightingale isn't just about what you see. It's about what you feel. The moment you approach the car, everything is designed to create an experience. The way the doors open, the soft glow of ambient lighting, the near-perfect silence as the world outside fades away. It's almost theatrical, like stepping into a private sanctuary on wheels. Now imagine the process of creating one of these cars. It doesn't start in a factory. It starts in a conversation, a private meeting between the client and Rolls-Royce designers. Ideas are exchanged, inspirations are explored, and slowly, a concept begins to take shape. This could take months, sometimes even longer, because perfection cannot be rushed. Design sketches evolve into digital renderings, and eventually into physical prototypes. Materials are tested, colors are refined, and every single detail is reviewed countless times. The client is involved at every stage, ensuring that the final creation is not just a car, but a reflection of their personality. The craftsmanship behind each unit is where things become truly extraordinary. Hundreds, maybe thousands of hours go into a single vehicle. Skilled artisans working by hand, perfecting surfaces that machines simply cannot replicate. This is not mass production. This is slow, deliberate creation, a philosophy that values perfection over speed. Some elements might require techniques that are nearly forgotten. Traditional methods passed down through generations. Hand-polished metals, intricate embroidery, wood veneers matched so precisely that the grain flows seamlessly across panels. These are details that most people never even notice, but they are there, quietly defining the difference between luxury and ultimate luxury. The technology inside Project Nightingale is expected to be equally revolutionary, yet almost invisible. Rolls-Royce has mastered the art of hiding complexity behind simplicity. Advanced systems could be working constantly in the background, adjusting ride comfort, monitoring road conditions, adapting suspension in real time. Yet the driver and passengers experience nothing but calm and control. There's also the possibility of next-generation electric or hybrid power. Rolls-Royce has already begun transitioning into the electric era, and Project Nightingale could represent the ultimate fusion of tradition and future technology. Imagine a completely silent, all-electric Rolls-Royce that still delivers unmatched presence and power. A car that moves like a whisper, but feels like a force. And then there's the concept of time. Most cars are designed for the present. Project Nightingale is being created for the future. Every detail is meant to age gracefully. Materials are chosen not just for how they look today, but for how they will feel decades from now. This is a car designed to outlive trends. Ownership of such a vehicle becomes something deeply personal. It's not just about driving, it's about experiencing. Every journey becomes an event. Every arrival becomes a statement. People don't just see the car, they feel its presence. Exclusivity plays a central role in all of this. This isn't a car you can simply order. It's likely that Rolls-Royce will carefully select its clients, offering invitations only to those who truly understand and appreciate the philosophy behind Project Nightingale. It's about creating a community of individuals who share a certain vision of luxury. Owning one might also unlock experiences beyond the car itself. Private events, exclusive previews, direct connections with designers and craftsmen. It becomes a relationship rather than a transaction. A connection between creator and owner that goes far beyond the initial purchase. From a cultural perspective, Project Nightingale could redefine the meaning of luxury in the automotive world. It sets a new benchmark, not just in terms of materials or technology, but in philosophy. It challenges the idea that luxury can be standardized. Instead, it proves that true luxury is deeply personal. And there is something almost poetic about that. In a world filled with identical products, Project Nightingale stands as a celebration of uniqueness. No duplicates, no compromises, just pure expression. Even the smallest details could carry meaning. A hidden engraving, a custom emblem, a color inspired by a personal memory. These are not features. They are stories. Stories that become part of the car and part of its legacy. And speaking of legacy, Project Nightingale is not just about the present owner. It's about the future. These cars will likely become heirlooms, passed down through generations, each one carrying its own history, its own identity, its own story. As anticipation continues to build, the mystery surrounding Project Nightingale only adds to its allure. Rolls-Royce is known for its secrecy when it comes to its most exclusive projects, and that secrecy fuels curiosity. What will it look like? What innovations will it introduce? How far will Rolls-Royce go this time? One thing is certain, Project Nightingale will not follow trends. It will create them. And when it finally arrives, it won't just be another luxury car launch. It will be a moment that reminds the world of what is possible when craftsmanship, creativity, and ambition come together without limits. Because in the end, Project Nightingale is more than just an ultra-exclusive Rolls-Royce. It is a vision, a masterpiece, a legacy in motion, and perhaps the purest expression of luxury the world has ever seen. But even beyond all of this, there is a deeper emotional layer to Project Nightingale that makes it truly special. It's the idea that something built by human hands can carry meaning far beyond its physical form. Every curve of the bodywork, every stitch in the leather, every reflection on its polished surfaces tells a story, not just of the owner, but the people who created it. Think about the artisans who dedicate countless hours to perfecting a single detail, the designers who obsess over proportions, ensuring that every angle feels balanced and timeless, the engineers who refine the driving experience until it feels almost supernatural. All of that effort, all of that passion, is captured in one object, and that object moves. It travels through cities, across countries, through moments and memories. It becomes part of life itself. There is also something incredibly powerful about the silence of a Rolls-Royce. Not just the physical silence, but the emotional silence, the calm, the sense of control. In a chaotic world, Project Nightingale offers an escape, a private space where everything slows down, where time feels different. This is not transportation. This is transformation. And perhaps that is why projects like this matter. Not because of how many are made or how much they cost, but because of what they represent. They remind us that there is still room in the world for artistry, for patience, for perfection. As the automotive industry continues to evolve, becoming faster, smarter, and more connected, Project Nightingale stands apart. It doesn't compete, it defines. It shows us that the future of luxury is not about more. It's about better. Better craftsmanship, better experiences, better meaning. And when you think about it like that, Project Nightingale isn't just a car of the future. It's a statement about what the future should feel like. Quiet, personal, timeless, and unforgettable.